One of the most important lessons I've learned from all my adventures is that acceptance always works better than expectation. As perfect as yesterday was, it would be unreasonable to believe that every day could be as good as that. The dark days are just as much a part of the trip, and in a lot of ways, more formative. The sun never shines so bright than after a few days without it. And this, in its own right, would turn out to be another perfect day.
Good morning, folks. Morning of day 2. Another perfect night's sleep. Great camp. Everything's charged up. I'm feeling refreshed. Now we're gonna enjoy the morning a little bit, pack up, head to Marlinton. Hopefully the restaurant we ate lunch at last time will serve breakfast. We're running about 5 to 7 miles ahead of schedule from last time, which is doesn't really mean anything other than trying to hit these restaurants and eat. It's kind of a neat thing on this river because you're in like a very close to wilderness setting the whole time, and you pop in and out of these little towns, and it's just a few buildings, one bridge, a few buildings, you can eat, and then you're out of the town again and back kind of to the wilderness. It's kind of a neat thing. It's so much fun just to jump out of the boat at break time, eat over the river at a restaurant right on the river, get back in your boat and go. So if we can do it, we do. It's kind of fun. If it doesn't work out, that's fine too. But it's always fun to get out and meet people along the way, see the towns, talk to the people. Kind of gives you another flavor to the trip. So that's what we're shooting for. I keep forgetting to put a stick in the ground at the water's edge at night, but I feel like the water's a little bit down from what it was last night. Obviously it's dropping and it hadn't had measurable rain, but so it's scientific. It has to go down some, but it looks like it's visibly down. And we're past most of the scoochies up top, so I think with this level we're going to be fine. Even though it's dropping, I don't think we'll get hung up from here all the way to the new river. So excited about that. We're rolling the dice with the water level when we came, but it's worked out really well. I've been totally pleased. A little more water would be better, like 3 more vertical inches of water. We wouldn't hit a single rock in here. But the upside is that this water's real clear. The fishing's probably a little better. And it's always nice to see the bottom of the river going by when you're paddling. So it's been nice. Alan's keeping me going. I forgot my, as you know, I forgot the little charging block for the GoPro 10. So I've got my 8 running. I can charge that really fast, but I'm relying on Alan to hook me up every night and charge my GoPro 10 battery. So, yeah, it's always nice to have a friend to keep you going on the trip. He's pretending not to listen to me talk. See? All right, so I'm going to make some apple cider and maybe eat a stroopwafel. That'll keep me going until we get to Marlinton. Figure out what breakfast is going to be. If the restaurants aren't open, namely the one right there on River Left at the bridge, if that's not open, we'll probably just eat a bag meal out of the boat, but we'll find out soon enough. All right, let me get things tidied up, and we'll be on our way.
So with cloudy skies and the forecast of heavy fog, but 0% chance of rain, we slid off into the river. We didn't know it at the time, but one of us was leaving something very valuable behind.
I'm sure that's what they're thinking.
All right, folks, another fabulous morning on the river. The camp turned out actually better than I thought when I first came up the hill. I knew it would work. And you can really camp just about anywhere. But when you get on these trips, we like to have a good campsite, but it actually worked out pretty good. Now I got my warm drink, kind of a cool morning, but not as cold as the others. No sun yet, but current, friends, mountains, wilderness. It doesn't get any better than this. So to all the folks that couldn't come on the trip, that are at home eating ribs or, you know, pig toes or whatever they're doing, orchestra concerts, things that come up in life.
Clearly more important.
Here's to you guys. So we're under a very heavy fog right now. 0% chance of rain. We've been joking about the wisdom side of us wants to get out and put dry suits on because it's a little chilly this morning. It's getting colder. We're almost to Marlinton. We don't want to stop again. But now it's starting to like heavy fog, you know. Like, some people might call it a light drizzle, but since there's like 0% chance of rain, it's a heavy, heavy fog. But Dirt Dauber, do you think we'll make it dry to Marlinton?
Don't know.
It's looking iffy.
We will be damp for sure.
It's coming in and out, but I think we might all put on dry suits after we eat, because it's just socking in and it's not warming up. There's no sun, and if it starts raining, that's going to be cold. So we got that going for us. Right turn, left turn, we'll be in Marlinton looking for breakfast.
Yeah, you noticed he offloaded 3 dinners on.
Yeah. So Dirt Dauber, this is rare, folks. Dirt Dauber is sprinting towards Marlinton. Not sure if he's got that kind of old man appointment with that bathroom, or if he's really hungry, or if it is in fact the rain on the mountain that he's scared of. In any case, we are flying into town here. Pretty shallow right there. I tried to tell you, Alan. Yeah, let me know your order. I see glowing red. I assume it's an open sign. All right, folks. Good news. Restaurant and lodge is open. The Marlinton restaurant we've been looking for. Show's open. I'm hoping they're serving. Hope it's not too late for breakfast. If it is, I'll eat a hamburger, doesn't matter. Then there's an outfitter, general store, gas station on the river right side of the bridge. But at the moment, I got my sights on food. We've rolled 7 miles from camp. It is 10:30. It's kind of a late breakfast. We're all looking forward to that. So here we go. A little excited. This is the biggest town we've come through yet. And very cool place. Yes. All right, we made it to Marlinton, and Austin says he can smell it from 100 yards. Parked here under the bridge, keep things out of the rain. It's gonna work out just right.
0% chance of rain.
0% chance of rain that we're having today. And now it's time to walk up to this restaurant and order some breakfast. Oh, it feels good in here, guys. All right, folks, we are back at our table in Marlinton on the river. That's what I'm talking about, because you never can get enough of the river. Right, Alan?
Absolutely.
The inside was feeling really nice and warm and toasty and dry, but it's Marlinton, folks. It's ducks. It's good times. You gotta eat here on the river. So anyway, having fun, looking for breakfast. We just made the breakfast cutoff. They serve till 11:30. It is 10:45. So yeah, we're sitting good. We have the world's best waitress, Heather, taking care of us here.
Thanks.
Although her memory is a little off. She doesn't remember the one-legged
She doesn't remember the one-legged duck.
I sure don't.
Let's go to that clip right here.
Hansburger with some bacon on it. That sounds pretty good to me.
I'm gonna go with the Boga Hansburger myself.
The lady said we get roast duck.
Roast duck?
Yeah.
There it is right there.
Yeah.
One-legged duck, they special.
That's, yeah. You having a special on roast duck?
There's the duck.
I'm really upset right now because it's hurt. How you want your eggs, dear?
Over medium.
Bacon, sausage, ham, country ham?
Yes. Sausage.
Heather is not in the mood this morning.
It's a Monday.
Look at that. French toast, scrambled eggs, bacon. Oh my goodness, look at that. All right, folks, we're eating like kings here in Marlinton. Oh man, this is hitting the spot. A little better than the Mountain House. So good.
It's not as good as ribs.
Not as good as ribs, but it's pretty good for breakfast. Brantley, this one's for you. I'm here with your mom, and she was talking about you. So here's your shout out, Brantley Bennett. Wish you were at work today. All right, it was starting to sock in weather-wise, so we decided to put on the dry suits, and it feels so much better. I'm warm, I'm dry, I'm full, got a full belly. Love that restaurant. Now I'm walking across the bridge. We're gonna try out the gas station and the Appalachian Sports Store. See what they got going on. I think I bought some flies here last time. So I think we might get a couple candy bars, a couple Gatorades, that sort of thing, just to make life a little better. And then off down the river. We'll be cruising after this. All right, folks, here at the Appalachian Sports Store. And this is a cool store. I bought some fishing lures here last time. Oh no, we may never get Dirt Dauber out of here. Oh, look at him, he's looking at new rods already. Here in the Appalachian Sport Store, I'm here with Chuck, and he is the man. He'll get you squared away, any fishing gear or other gear you need. He also runs shuttles, so if you're wanting to do this river trip, call Chuck here at Appalachian Sport. He'll take care of you. Anything else you want to say?
No, we're good, man. Thanks.
Right on. All right, guys, back to the river. See you guys. Bye. Thank you. We are ready to go. Chuck's a great guy down there at Appalachian Sport. We went to the gas station, got filled up on some Licky Chewies. Walking back across the bridge, we were just noting that we feel like new men. Yes. Dry suits, dry socks, dry butt. It's all good. And we were just manning up before. I guess being stubborn, but having the right gear on makes an incredible difference. So I'm actually looking forward to getting on the water instead of being a little chilly. It's gonna be good. We just got some intel from Chuck about 3 miles down. There's a place called Duncan Rocks. He said we'd see some rocks and there'll be some trout in there. So Dirt Doll and I both bought a new reel, a little more apt to handle the conditions we're about to face with these monster trout. Curiously enough, if you're interested in getting out here in Marlinton, that park right there has a gravel takeout all the way down to the river. Great place to get in and out if you're coming this way, so there's that. But yeah, we're excited. Another perfect day, although there's no sun. It just feels good.
Marlinton, yet another outpost town that feels like a friend. The food, the people, our little restaurant on the riverbank, and those ducks. And so with a belly full of breakfast and a heart full of memories, we began to drift away another day. Serves me right. I made too much fun of Dirt Dauber yesterday.
Oh, it's coming up.
fancy meeting you here. I'm hoping this is working out. It'll be close. Woo-wee. I think we're gonna make it. It's still gonna be dicey. A what?
I look like a backboard for a second.
As we passed under the iconic Greenbrier Bridge, I think we all accepted that we would not see the sun today. I think we found a little freedom in that moment. Freedom to enjoy the day as it was.
All right, folks, we are here at someplace between Violet and Siebert, kind of near Watoga. We're on the Greenbrier, and it's been one of those days where it's been a lot of that. Still flowing good, but we're in between rapid sections, and it's a long trip, so you get like the really good stuff, and then you get sections where it's not so great as far as rapid, but the scenery's still amazing. Been a little bit of development in this stretch, more than we prefer, but you have to get through. It's a long trip. It's 170 miles. You're gonna have little stretches that aren't as perfect as others. Still having fun. We got this beautiful creek taking a break here. We filled up somewhere near a creek like this. It may have even been this one, I don't even know. So while this may not be the same one, it kind of looks like it and kind of keeps them close in mind and heart. Wishing they were here. They couldn't make it this trip, but at least we can see all the same places we saw last time. Gorgeous country here. You see this little creek. Very nice. So Dirt Dauber's about to spin me up something new I've never had before. He's got these little peanut butter dispenser that look like applesauce pouches. But there's peanut butter in there. And he's got these little fajitas. I'm thinking this might be really good. Oh. We could be friends as long as we're not fishing at the moment. Oh, look at that, folks. Look at that. That's nice. We tried our best for the trout that were supposed to be up at the rocks, the Duncan Rocks. We did not catch. I had one. It was so close. But we wasted about an hour there, I guess, all in told. And we put that up, and now we're making some miles and see some more of the river. Kind of get through this flat area, get back to where it gets pretty again. And yeah, we put on the dry suits. It's a good call. We're all now much more comfortable. Kind of enjoying ourselves. I wouldn't mind seeing the sun again, but the adversity makes it better. Alan is having a hard time watching where he's going. I don't know. He's just drawn to the shoals, folks. Literally every rockopotamus, every shoal, Alan will find it. He's hanging in there though. He's just, look at him back there. Don't break your paddle. Head to that grass. I'm sure it's deep there. I was kidding. So it's that time of day. We've done our miles. We're sitting right about mile 62 rather, for the trip, and around 20 something for the day. Maybe 22, 23, getting up there, which is all we need to do to be on track. We're coming into just about where I camped with the boys last time, and we're looking for a campsite. And that time of the day when you've made your miles and you're kind of relaxed, slow drifting, looking for a site, it's kind of a neat thing. It's a double-edged sword. You're relaxed now because you've done what you needed to do, but now you're hoping to find something. So all you can do is sit back, enjoy your tea, coffee, whatever you got, and see what the river gives you. We'll find something. That's exactly what we did last time. It'd be fun if we chose the exact same spot. Careful. Bill, tell me to stop before you drop it.
I don't need to poop anymore.
Alright, set it down.
Are you feeling this?
He's got it on.
Alright. Someone in the front. Someone come to the front. Okay. Yep. Just watch. Ooh.
I feel like I got the whole thing.
Ready?
There you go.
Oh, that was easy.
I don't know who knocked my camera sideways, but he's off the next bit.
Okay.
We'll go that way like 40 yards. All right, guys, camp is set up, and in a fantastic, wild stroke of luck, we are exactly in the same camp we used last time 7 years ago. River King Greg was set up right over there with a 16-foot tarp. Had Brian and Chris over here, and I was set up right over here. Great little camp, beautiful, right up on this ridge, hidden by a wall of rhododendron, and that's where we pulled up, right there through the weeds, right up on top of here, and it's pretty fantastic. We were kind of surprised we found it again, but we looked up, we said, hey, there's a hole through the rhododendron, so we just went right up there, and sure enough, boom, here we were. So that's pretty much the view. Nice little poplar grove for the most part, a few other trees, some hemlock. That wall makes it nice, but it's just not brushy enough. There's room for all the hammocks, not too many dead trees in the area, so we're setting up pretty good. And time for dinner. Marlinton was fantastic. Coming into Marlinton, leaving Marlinton, and then most of the day was a lot of development and kind of like the farmland kind of banks were kind of flat and open, and a lot of houses right on the river, so that's not always the best. Austin and I were just not feeling the vibe as much today, but you know, we were talking, it's a long river. The whole river can't be perfect. Not in this part of the country, this part of the world. But it's pretty fantastic. It ended well. Tomorrow should be a lot better. But this camp is fantastic. What would you rate the camp? 1 out of 10. 1 to 10.
Because of the effort that it took to get the boats up here, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'd go with that.
Because the trees are
perfect. In a different sense, though, the privacy you get from the wall of rhododendron and coming up the bank is almost a plus, even though it was kind of labor intensive and reminded us of the Deep River.
Yeah, I got some serious flashbacks.
And the guy's like, I thought you said this wasn't that kind of trip. But a little work's good. Warmed us up right before we got to camp. The rain has stopped right after we passed Watauga State Park, and it's been pretty much just kind of overcast, so maybe that'll hold. But I'm packed up for the takedown, so I kind of got out minimal stuff. Kelty 12, because that's easy to break down. Less ropes to tie up in the morning, all that good stuff. Same camp set up inside, as you know, the hammock and the quilts. Today I'm not pulling my boat under, but what I'm gonna do is in the morning pack up the stuff in there, then pull my boat under the tarp, then I can load it. All the hatch covers and all that over here tonight will be closed, so to keep all the water out. But that's the plan. Now we're gonna settle into an evening, relax. I'm gonna enjoy some memories of the last time I was here with the guys. It's supposed to be a reunion tour. They didn't come, couldn't come. A lot going on, but I had to come back. So this campsite especially, we meet again. It's pretty fantastic. I'm stoked. Let's eat some dinner. If you watch the channel, you know I love my camp table. In fact, there's a link in the description if you want to check it out. But Alan has taken the table game up a couple levels, and that thing is amazing. I'm a little jealous. I got table envy. That thing looks good, bro. He says he's got it willed to someone else. I need to find out who you are, and I'm coming for you because I need this table. I may have to step it up.
Well, I hate to tell you this. I've tried to find a second one. Can't find the manufacturer anymore.
Looks like you're just gonna have to take it, Pete.
I might have to take it. We're gonna trade. You want to be a River King? You want to be a River King. All right, folks, it's going to be a great night. I am twinning with Austin on shepherd's pie, prepared 428 of 2023. Austin makes this himself. Been watching him eat these meals he makes on all his adventures, John Muir Trail, all this cool stuff. So this is kind of one of his things. I'm super excited about it. This one sounds amazing. I love shepherd's pie. So he's going to walk me through his own homemade process here. And sounds good. Okay, we're gonna start with 16-ish ounces of water. I've been informed that this is more art than science, or at least half art. There's 2 cups.
It even smells good dehydrated.
Does it? Thanks. He knows I can't smell. Oh yeah. It's gonna be that rehydrated first. Then his secret sauce goes in next.
Oh, you're gonna want a lot more. A little more? Alright.
That's good?
You'll probably want some more after the potatoes go in, but that'll at least...
I mean, I can soup it soupy.
Oh, God.
Have you ever measured how much water comes out of it?
No. It's because, quite frankly, each batch is different. Like this batch I added onions.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I never added onions before.
This will keep it warm while it's dehydrating, folks. Working on this shepherd pie. We think it's hydrated enough to add the secret sauce potatoes. Oh yeah, that's...
Yeah, the potatoes are very thirsty.
Feels like a hearty meal too. is. Looking good, boys. Folks, are y'all seeing the consistency of that? Man, it looks good. Folks, that looks amazing. Is that coming in? All right.
Everybody's gonna want the shepherd's pie recipe, you know. And it's not written down anywhere.
Okay, I will say, on record, don't tell Austin I don't want to get a big head. That is the best camp meal I've ever tasted. If you want an Austin Wallace super meal, shepherd's pie, you might be out of luck. But I think I might be able to get another one at some point in the future. I'm going to try to bribe him into making my own.
So there is no written recipe. I got the idea from Shill Brother Outdoors. So there'll be a link up there that Pete's gonna find of Shill Brothers doing their version of it, and I've kind of put my own spin on it. So it's got ground beef, onions, veggies, mushroom gravy, mushrooms, all kinds of fun stuff. But it is more art than science.
It's so good. I'm over here eating while he's talking. I got to put this camera down and enjoy this. Well, here's to a perfect camp, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a lot of food. Anyone want to try this stuff?
It had rained all day and stopped just as we got to camp. And there in the wet forest, surrounded by clouds, sat 4 friends, having the time of their life. I walked out to the river's edge and looked downstream, both wondering what tomorrow may bring and looking back in time. But for tonight, it was perfect.